Hey, how's it going? I'm just going to show you how to play In the Summertime by Thirsty Merc. Just before we jump into it, I'll let you know you can now support me on Patreon. There's a link below as well as a video explaining what that all is. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I've also got a Spotify playlist below that has got all the songs that I've made tutorials for on it. So you can have a listen through that and see if you want to learn anything. Also, if you could like and subscribe, that would be great. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's jump into the lesson. And I'm doing this track because we're getting into summer here in Australia. And it means a few things. The cricket's going to come on. It's getting really hot, and this song is everywhere. All the sports commercials, it's on TV, radio, everywhere you go, you'll hear this song. I think it's also the theme song to Bondi Rescue, just a show here. Anyway, it's a pretty fun track besides all that stuff. Just like good top 40 rock, good stuff. Anyway, for this song, we're just in standard tuning, using a pick. Pretty much one guitar part, but there is a solo. And in terms of sections, we've got the intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and that solo that I mentioned. That's pretty short. So I'll go through section by section, give you an example of what I'm going to teach you, and then I'll teach it to you. So we'll start with the intro. Alright, so this part is heard throughout the song a few times, but yeah, it's right at the top of the song. I think it's right at the end and after choruses. But anyway, we're just starting with E major chord. So open 6th string, 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th, and then 1st fret on the 3rd string, top 2 strings open. Just do 2 of them. Then we've got this, we're just barring the 7th fret on the top 5 strings. That's all it is. And then there's this little, which is just 9th fret on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. And you just do like almost a hammer on, but it's just one on and then off. So it's just that. I think the other guitar may just play. So you can do that as well. And that's just a power chord. So that's 7th fret on the 5th string, 9th fret on the 4th and 3rd. Then that chord's the same. So I think that might be the other guitar. Alright, so that's the intro, and yeah, as I said, pops up after choruses and right at the end of the track as well. So then we've got the verse riff, and it's just the one riff throughout the whole verse, and it goes like this. So what we've got, we're just playing the 6th string open, and then with our pinky finger, 7th fret on the 5th string. We just play these together. Then we've just got this sort of walking line up the 6th string. So while you've still got your pinky held down, you 4th fret on the 6th string, you pull that off. Play the open again. Then we've got, and that's just 5th fret on the 6th string, all the while you're keeping this held down on 7th fret. So it just goes 5th, 6th, 7th fret on the 6th string, and then 5 hammer onto 7 on the 5th string. Yeah, so you keep playing that 5th string the whole time you're doing these. All those ones. But yeah, that's the verse. I think there's one point where it doesn't do that bit, it just does. Then back to the top of the riff, sort of in the middle of the first verse. but that's the only variation you've got to watch out for. Then we've got the pre-chorus, which is this. Alright, so we've just got the one major chord shape moved around. So in the first spot, we're in the 2nd fret with our first finger on the 6th string. Then you've got 4th fret on the 5th and 4th strings, and then 3rd fret on the 3rd string with your 2nd finger. And for this pre-chorus section, we're just playing these bottom 4 strings. We'll sort of open it up later on. But for now, we're just playing the strings that we're fretting with our left hand here. Then we just move that up 3 frets. So now we've got 5th fret on the 6th string, 7th fret on the 5th and 4th strings, and 6th fret on the 3rd string. We go back to the first position. Then we go back to the 2nd chord, but this time we just palm mute it. And then the last chord, move it over 2 frets. So now you've got 7 on the 6th string, 9 on the 5th and 4th, and 8 on the 3rd string. And you just do one quick sort of stab of that. So this whole pre-chorus again. So that's the pre-chorus. Alright, then we've got the chorus. And the chorus is this. Alright, so we're starting on that E major chord that we learn in the verse. 2nd chord is this C sharp minor. So we're going to start off, sort of hammer it on. So we start off barring the top 5 strings on the 4th fret, and then we hammer on 6th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings with our 3rd and 4th finger, and 5th fret on the 2nd string with your 2nd finger. So you do that. Then we've got what's the 2nd chord from the verse, but this time we're playing all the strings. So you're hearing the top 2 strings open. So that's, again, 5th fret on the 6th string, 7th fret on the 5th and 4th, and 6th fret on the 3rd string. Back to the E major. And then we do this again, like we do with that chord. We're now playing the 1st chord from the verse, but with playing all the strings, so you hear the top 2 strings open. So 2nd fret on the lowest string, 4th fret on the 5th and 4th, 3rd on the 3rd string, top 2 open. So far. And we move it over to that sort of open major chord that we played just before. Then for this last chord, before we repeat it, I'm going to bar the 7th fret, all strings, 9th fret on the 5th string, and 9th fret on the 3rd string. So you get this sort of suspended 7th chord. Then you repeat. So, and the second time around, this happens in every chorus. The second time around, when you get to here, instead of going straight to the 5th fret, we go play that same shape, but we sort of walk it up. So again, just the same major shape. So 4th fret on the 6th string, 6th fret on the 5th and 4th, and 5th fret on the 3rd string. And this is just a passing chord. So it sounds like you just glide by it, and then finish on the same chord shape, just up in the 7th fret now. So 7, 9, 9, and 8 on the 3rd string. And that is the chorus. Then we've just got the solo to learn, and the solo happens over the top of the intro. So while you're hearing that bit, and I've just got that bit recorded so you can hear it in context. So here it is. All right, so just a short solo, and this happens after, I think, the first chorus, before the sort of bridge section. The bridge is just the pre-chorus, just quieter. So for this solo, we're kind of doing this thing 3 times, and then just a couple of notes different at the end of it. So 15th fret on the 1st string, and you sort of bend it up to the pitch of the 16th fret. So you want to hear almost that note, but you're getting this sort of dirtier bend up to it. Then 17th fret on the 2nd string, 19 on the 1st string, back to 17 on the 2nd. First time around, we just go, which is 15, 17 on the 2nd string. And again, just doing a little bend on that 15th fret note. So the first little bit. Second time around. So we've got the same start. So that's all the same as what we've learnt. Then we've just got this. So just in the 14th fret on the 2nd string, you want to bend that straight up to the pitch of the 15th fret. And then that just goes between 12, 14, 12. All on the 2nd string there. So the second bit. Then the third time round. Exactly the same as the first little bit of the solo. And then the last time round. Is this. So we do 2 of them. So that's that sort of stanky bend on the 15th fret on the top string. Do that twice. Then 17, 15 on the 2nd string. 16 on the 3rd string. And then we do 15, you're bending on the 3rd string. 15th fret, you're bending that straight up to the pitch of the 16th fret. And then back down to its natural pitch. So you get. So I'll just play it through slowly for you once again, just so you can put it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there it is, a little rough, but there it is. And that's all the parts to this song. You just got to put them together now. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed playing along to that song, because if you live anywhere near where I live, you'll hear it a lot over the next few months. Like I said at the top of the video, you can now support me on Patreon, link below, and you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as that Spotify playlist for your benefit if you want to check that out as well. Yeah, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be great as well. But I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.